Okay, it's 12:15, like nearly lunchtime. We're just up ready to leave the hotel, but we didn't get here till 3:30 this morning, so I think that's okay. Needed a proper sleep, which has kind of happened. And we're all packed up, ready to go to the van, driving to Avignon, and we're going to go find antiques. Not today, because it's going to be like fast down the autoroute, and we're taking you with us. Come on, let's go. 608 miles to go. Okay, we're all sorted out. We've done the AdBlue, done the screen wash, attempted to do the tyres, although we're not quite sure what's going on with that. We're going to have to go into a petrol station. Or actually in France, when you get to the toll booths, often the lay-by afterwards has a free tyre pressure check thing. So we'll be looking out for one of those en route. So yeah, day one in France. We're heading now from Calais, which is where we've been overnight. Well, overnight for a few hours sleep. And we're going to head down to Avignon. I've remembered this time to take the pet sticker off the windscreen. We have this for when we're on the ferry, so they know there's a little doggo on board. Because previously, if you've been following me for a while, you'll know that we got pulled over by the police because we had this sticker still left in the windscreen. Come on, let's go. Yeah, we're up on the autoroute and we are, well, yeah, we're on the autoroute. We're on the A16, which is up at Calais. And we're going to be turning south any minute, well, in 2 miles. We're going south all day. It's going to be a day of driving. And there's no antiques today. Don't be disappointed, because we're going to show you some places en route and where we stop. And we're going to be highlighting in this video how much it actually costs to take our Mercedes Sprinter van antiquing in France. So we're going to monitor, we're going to show up on the screen, probably over this side. We're going to flash up what we spend on the road tolls in France, the diesel in France, and any other things that you would need to pay if you were coming antiquing in France. I've been really surprised at the numbers of subscribers that we've got in the last only 2 months of this channel of brocante shopping in France, which we've been amazed by. And there are lots of dealers. I know some of you out there who are watching to see where you might be able to go buying with your van, or with your family or whatever in the coming weeks and months. But we do have lots of followers who just love antiquing, want to know all about France and our road trips. So that's part of why we're doing it today. We're doing it for the other dealers who haven't ventured over, to give them a little bit of insight of what the trip costs. And we're doing it for those of you that just love antiquing and want to know what it's like driving the van in France and going looking for antiques. So this is potentially for you guys maybe a little bit boring, but I love the road trip part, and Johnny and I have some great chats when we're driving, and we're going to take you to all the little services. You're going to see the French road tolls. I mean, all the things that we do to go and find antiques across France. What have you gone to look for? I'm walking over there going, we're just going to get a coffee. I said, what are you looking for, baby?
I don't know.
Oh, I see. I used to love buying these big maps in case the sat-nav didn't work.
We should probably get one.
Right, we're going to look for smoked milk. Those look so good. Look, the juice in a can. Okay, we're going to do our time check. So we've got 6 hours, 59 minutes to go. We've still got 510 miles, 511 miles, and it's now 1:53 in France. So we have had to have a coffee stop, and roads are still clear. There's a few cars heading south. Seems to be more heading north. I can't imagine why. So yeah, the trip's going well so far. I'm still driving. Johnny and I are going to swap over in a bit. We're trying to do kind of 3 hours each. Yeah, so the trip's going well so far. Another time check. We've got 5 hours, 59 minutes to our destination. Still 437 miles, I think it is. And it's now 17 minutes past 3 in the afternoon. We had to have what you call a comfort break. And Louis had a little run around. And yeah, it's all going great. The road's a little bit busier now and the temperature has gone up. We're now on 26 degrees. So as we head south, definitely getting warmer. We were a bit worried because we read there was quite a lot of rain in France the last couple of days, and especially in Paris, and over the weekend we were worried because we haven't packed any coats, but fingers crossed, it's going to be no rain at Avignon. Hours 59 to Avignon. The trip's been good so far. We had a little bit of drama since the last update of our last hour. We had to stop. We heard a bit of a loud bang and we thought the camera that's mounted on the front of the windscreen or the front of the van, we thought it had tumbled off over the roof.
We lost connection.
Yeah, we lost connection. We couldn't connect up, so we thought we'd lost it on the Autoroute, and we were trying to get then to the next junction to turn around to go back to stop. Anyway, we pulled off into a little service area and the camera was still there. Well, I think prior to that, Johnny was actually hanging out the side of the van at high speed on the Autoroute. It was all very funny and we didn't get any of it on the camera. But no, the camera was in place and we worked out it was Louis' dog food, because he has to have his own special little grain-free tins of meat. The one box of those had fallen over in the back of the van. So drama over. We haven't lost one of the cameras or the camera that's on the outside of the van. But that did take a little bit of time, but it let us also get our bottles of water, and we've tidied out some of the rubbish in the front of the van, which we also should have done before we left. So we are now 362 miles to our destination. It's 4:23 in the afternoon on Sunday. The market doesn't start until 8 o'clock tomorrow morning. So 8 o'clock on Monday morning. And it's a trade sale. So you need to have your carte professionnelle, or if you're not French, your British VAT number and your business details to get the professional card to enter this trade fair. I've been coming here for many years. I haven't been actually since before lockdown. But we emailed in and had a very lovely reply. So I think it'll all go smoothly in the morning. But we really need to get there at sort of 7:15 to get parked up, get our cameras on, get organised. We're going to probably take one trolley in with us in the morning. So it's going to be really exciting. And the trade sale starts at 8. Finishes at 12, so there's only 4 hours of buying. They do that specifically because everyone needs to get, in France, back to their shops, get on with their business, and it gets very, very hot. So ideally, you want to be in there first thing. There's usually a big queue to get in, a big throng of people, and we'll be in there sharpish. So we'll be filming, the next film will be the day of the antiques fair. No idea what we're going to find. I've spoken to 2 dealers who specialise in painted effect furniture that I used to, not buy from, but we would have discussions about different paint effects. Anyway, if you've been following me on Instagram for many years, you'll know that haven't been doing any paint effects or painted furniture for about 5 years, but that may be going to change. We're beetling on down the road. We're still on track to be at our hotel for about 9-ish tonight. I'm getting a break because Johnny is driving. So Louis and I just chilling here for a bit. This is so weird, having someone else driving. But we're making good time. We're about halfway through the journey. We've got 307 miles until we get to our hotel. And it says it's going to take us 4 hours 18, but I think maybe we might be a bit faster. I mean, we're sticking pretty rigidly to the 130 kilometre an hour or 80 miles per hour speed limit in France. Quite a lot of people are going past us. We've seen lots of English cars. Obviously, it's a very popular holiday time. We're coming towards the end of June, and there'll be lots of people trying to get away before the school holidays. I can see why this is a busy time for English holidaymakers, I guess, and other people. They haven't had any more hiccups so far. Louis just chilling on the seat beside me, and I'm starting to make a list of all the expenses so far, because as you're watching this video, once we've edited it, we're going to show you you will have noticed the little prices that come up, or the costs that we're going to have up on this side of the screen, to show you actually how much it does cost to take a big van like this, a Mercedes Sprinter van, to the south of France from England on a brocante buying trip. So although we're heading down to Avignon for the trade sale tomorrow, we're planning on going to some other trade sales and some depot ventes, some dealers, brocante shops. I mean, we're basically going to be ferreting about for antiques for a good week, I would say, and we are attempting for the first time to do this as a mini series so that you can all come along with us. So it's going to be interesting. we're learning a lot along the way because it's been taking us a long time to edit the videos, and we've learnt a few things and we've got some new equipment. So I think it's going to be a bit easier this trip, but who knows? Could all go wrong. But yeah, it's quite, I feel like relaxed. My shoulders were starting to get really tight. Yeah, I've driven like 300 miles today, and that's probably enough. I mean, I'm maybe going to drive the last hour. I'm not sure yet, but see how Johnny feels. Louis and I might be asleep by then. You never know. But all good so far. We've had fun, and the weather is got a bit cooler now. It's maybe about 23. It's gone a bit cloudy. We're really hoping it doesn't rain. That's the whole point, isn't it, of coming to the south? So yeah, excited to see what's going to be at the fair tomorrow. And you know, there's lots of dealers that come up from the top of Spain and further across towards the top of Italy, because this is their local trade event, which happens it is monthly, but it doesn't happen in July and August, which is why this will be a big one, because all the professional buyers are wanting to stock up for the summer. So yeah, there won't be another one of these till September, which not promising, but would be great if we could come down again. I think there's the big Lille trade fair in the north, the big street market in the town. So I'm hoping to get to that one. So I doubt we'll be down in September, but we are definitely planning to be back down to these fairs before the end of the year again. Well, you know, actually, one of the videos we posted last month, we were down here at Lille sur la Sorgue. So I love coming to the south and definitely find more interesting items. So yeah, so follow along, and the part 3 will be from Avignon Trade Fair tomorrow. So if you are enjoying the video, subscribe, be really helpful, and share it with your friends, because we need to get as many people who love France and antiquing, brocanteurs, brocante shopping, antiquing pickers, you know, all those things. If you love old vintage antique and you want to know about all the things that go on in France, subscribe, share it with your friends, and we can do more. We're now 2 hours 56 from our hotel in Avignon. We've got 202 miles to go, and it is now 6:45 at night. So yeah, it's going to take us a bit of time, but we're definitely going to be there in time for the trade sale tomorrow, unless something terrible happens now. But the roads are clear. We've just got to get through Lyon, which we know is going to be quite busy even at this time of night. But yeah, it's all going good. Louis just snuggling down for another little sleep. And yeah, we'll update you a little bit further down the road. We just had the world's biggest toll charge. We're now down at Lyon, and at one point when I first started coming to France and buying antiques, so that was 24 years ago. Only reason I can remember how long ago it was is because my youngest son is 24, so it was just after he was born. And I used to come to Lyon all the time. It was my favourite place. I love buying around here. And I can't believe the difference in the prices. I was explaining to Johnny that we used to stay in a hotel chain that was £28 a night and is now like 75 or 85 something. So yeah, just makes me feel really ancient. Anyway, yeah, so follow on my YouTube. You are watching my YouTube. Yeah, you will see the toll charges coming up. We're trying to tally the whole trip as we go with the costs, and we really understand that not everyone is going to be driving, and they're not going to be driving a massive van to France, but I think it's useful for you to know. Well, let me know in the comments below if you think it is useful. We're also going to tag in all our costs for the hotels and the, coffees and bits and bobs, as well as diesel and the ferries. So, you'll get a bit of overview about, how expensive it is to do this trip, and which is why we have to buy lots of French goodies. Yeah, so we're only now 2 hours from our hotel, 139 miles to go until we get to our hotel in Avignon, ready for the big antiques fair tomorrow. So that's my next update, and you'll get one in an hour, and then we're going to do another one when we get to the hotel, and that'll probably be it for this video. And then you'll need to watch part 3, which is actually going to be the antiques fair in Avignon. So we're nearly there. We are 59 minutes away from the hotel, and it's 73 miles. Johnny's still driving. I'm chilling with Louis, enjoying the scenery, because I don't normally get to look out apart from at the tarmac. So we're nearly there. We can't believe it. If you've been following along, we've been putting all the costs on this video. It should come up the side. We're nearly there for today's video. We've got 2 more costs to put on: tonight's hotel and the final toll for coming off this autoroute into where our hotel is. And then that'll be our total cost for part 2, which is today's video. And tomorrow we're going to be part 3. So follow along. It's going to be the part 3 is from the Avignon Antiques Fair, and there'll obviously be more costs tomorrow. The costs are going up and up and up. But yeah, nothing bought yet. Van is empty, waiting to see what fantastic furniture, art and other decorative pieces we can find. So bear with, follow along for part 3. Comment below about what you think about the cost so far to take the Mercedes Sprinter to the south of France to go brocante shopping. See you tomorrow.